Awesome, a big welcome to day 18 of the Amazon 10K challenge, where I launch a product from $0 all the way up to $10,000 every single month on Amazon, and I do it 100% transparently so you can follow along at home and copy step by step. As I take my steps, you can take yours and achieve the exact same results as me, which is going to be $10,000 of revenue every month on Amazon. So this is day 18. If you haven't seen the first 17 days, go and watch them now and meet me back here. Today's a really exciting day for two reasons. Number one, we have our photos in and they are looking great, so I'm excited to show you that. Number two, we're going to cross off the create listing phase here, which is phase 4. We've found our product together, improved our product, found the supplier, and then we'll be we're gonna cross off create the listing phase, and then we're gonna be launching the product. So once we cross this off today, the only thing ahead of us is the thing that everyone's been waiting for, the thing that I'm most excited about, is actually launching this amazing product that we've built together and getting to $10,000 a month as quick as possible. Now, if you are wanting to refer back to this series at any time, I just want to show you, I have color coded the series thumbnail, so you can see the color up here will represent the color that we talk about in that video. So if you want to go back and look at a certain section, just look at the color codes on them. You can go to full all videos and you can just see, so these ones are all in the find the product, these ones are innovate the product, and you can use that to help you go back and watch the certain videos that you need to watch. Let's have a look, as we always do. Let's jump into our investment sheet. It hasn't changed, so I won't go through this for too long. Basically, we've spent $3,600 and $54 to get our item, the scratch maps, which is this one right here, into the Amazon warehouse. We've done air shipping. They're $6.30 each. We're going to sell them at the start for about $25. And we have about $350 of marketing. Again, I've gone through this a lot of times in the last few days, so that's all looking the same. We are going to start spending again in the launching the product phase and the sales momentum swing. They're going to be the two big spenders for this last $350, and I'm going to show you how to get a lot of sales out of that money. Before we do jump in, make sure you're a part of the Amazon FBA entrepreneur community. And this is a Facebook group that we've created, and everyone's in here helping each other out, answering questions, sharing experiences, sharing knowledge. So if you want to meet and communicate with all of us who are doing the same thing as you, we're all on that 10K train trying to make $10,000 a month. The link is in the description of this video. Just simply click that and then request to be added into the group, and I'll go through and add you. I want to give a quick shout out to Sandeep, who has been a member of our masterclass and a member of our Facebook group, who has actually launched his product, and he shared his results with us here. You can see this was his first sale on Amazon, which is super exciting. You can see he got his first sale on, I believe, December 20, which is awesome, his first $19 sale from his product. And then he posted an update for his first week of sales, which was 7 days of sales. You can see a lot were bought on Christmas Eve. $513 in your first week. Congratulations to you, Sandeep. That's a great first product and first effort, and I hope a lot of people can look at that and be inspired by that and just see that it is possible for anyone in your position to start making money on Amazon really, really quickly. And I'm excited to show you that with this product launch. If you want to get these results accelerated, you want to get on the fast track, definitely check out the Amazon FBA Masterclass. The link is in the description for that. You can save $200, and that's an 11.5-hour course that goes over everything that I know about Amazon FBA. Click the link in the description and check out that page to see if it's right for you. If you're looking to sell on Amazon and you are slightly still confused or slightly overwhelmed, that course will sort everything out for you. So get inside there, watch all 11 hours, and you'll know as much as I do about Amazon. So with that being said, I first want to apologize for my puffy eye. I have a little bit of cat allergies at the moment, and I wanted to get this video shot, so I'm definitely shooting it even with a puffy eye. I'm excited to show you the pictures for our listing, and I'm also excited to go through that listing and finalize it with you fully transparently. I'm going to explain a few key concepts while I'm doing that, and then we will be into that launch phase. So let's jump into this video, day 18. Here we go. Don't miss out on this. We are giving away an Amazon product idea that I personally found that will make you over $5,000 every month $1,000 of PayPal cash to buy your stock, and a fast-track Amazon FBA coaching session to ensure that you launch your product perfectly. To win, all you need to do is subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment below why you want to start an Amazon FBA business. Enter now, then let's jump into this video. Awesome, so here we are on our listing, and before I go into these new photos, I just wanted to say if you've been watching this series so far and have been enjoying it, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Just hit the like button below that. We're trying to get this series out as far as possible, and it really helps when people like the video. YouTube tend to share it more, so if you give me a like, that would be very much appreciated. So thank you for that. And then have a look at this. So on your screen, this is the old photo, the stock photo I put in here to just keep as a placeholder, so we can have something that visually represents our product. We have got our photos back, and we have this new photo here as our main image. Now, first of all, thanks to our awesome designer for designing all these photos. They're really amazing on a quick turnaround. I will say they're not 100% perfect, and there's still some things I will start changing over time. But once again, that's sort of the essence of this series, is we have to keep moving. The 10K train has to keep moving, even though everything's not perfect. And that's something that you really have to take in, because all the questions I get, and a lot of questions I get, are basically, hey, everything's going really good. There's just this one really small thing that I'm waiting on. Should I wait or should I go ahead? The answer is always just push ahead without it. 90% of the time, it's push ahead without it. All the small things you don't have to stress about. Just keep pushing ahead and get your product to market as quickly as possible and as best as possible in that time frame. And like I said in yesterday's video, keep improving your product, keep improving your listing, keep improving your marketing every time you reorder, and just day to day, just keep plugging away at it. Amazon is definitely a marathon game, and it's not a sprint. And it's all these tiny little improvements you can make day to day that's going to put you well ahead of your competitors, going to give you an actual superior product that's going to do really, really well over the next 10, 20, 30 years and make you a lot of money from it. So these are looking really good, these photos, but we will be back in here and just changing a few things. So we see we got the a couple things I want to point out. One is we've filled up this space well. So you can see the map sits right on the side here, all along that side, and then it gets skinnier to show how big it is. So it gets skinny this way, just so we can fit more map in, and people can really see like how big that map is. We've got nice bright colors, which will really stand out on the search results, and it looks really good. I'm sure people want maps with really bright colors. You can see we got the flags down here, nice bright colors too. They're the map wall pins we got with the map. They're the only two accessories we ended up getting, was the pick, which the plastic pick scratched off a lot better than the metal pick, and then the flags, the wall pin flags, so people can put them where they went or where they want to go. Again, we wanted about 5 or 6 different sort of accessories, like a chalk pen to draw on it. We wanted a couple of other things, but we got to keep moving forward, and the supplier was taking too long to try and get them, and we'll get them in the next lot, and we'll update this photo in the next lot. It doesn't have to be exactly what you imagined the first time. So this is our main image, and I'm quite happy with this. You can see our goal with it was to sort of stand out from the crowd, and we will be ranked on this first page. So this is where we'll be standing out from, and you can see everyone goes left to right, left to right. Some people just go square on, which I don't like at all. This one's left to right, left to right. By left to right, I mean left is big, right is small. I wanted to reverse that to stand out, and I wanted to put, the only other person who's putting their colors, their undercolors on the front page is, if they're still on this front page, well, they're not. They seem to have dropped off. They might be on that second page. I'll just show you. Here we go. This Wanderlust over here, you can see they got their undercolors on that on their page here, but again, that's just a sort of like the original one we did. They just put that in there, which is not going to be as nice as ours. It's not going to stand out as much of it as ours. Now, if you don't have a graphic designer and you don't have the Photoshop skills yourself, Fiverr is amazing for this, and I think our photo is nice, and it's taken a little bit of effort on behalf of the graphic designer and myself, but it's so important, this main image, that even if you don't have the skills, you want to either invest a lot of money or a lot of time getting the skill so that you can make something like this. And even if your main image takes you, for example, 7 days to create, it takes you a whole week to learn the skills and then create the image. It's going to be well worth it when you're sitting on that first page with a really, really nice image that people can see and want to buy your map. It's going to make you so much money in the long term. And again, if you don't have the skills, definitely go to fiverr.com and find a graphic designer over there. Really easy to do. Go to 99 Designs if you want some product design stuff or you want some higher end. 99 Designs is great. Or Upwork too. You can hire a graphic designer, freelancer over there. All of them are great options. And if you are on a tight budget, Fiverr is the best. I don't know why I type Fiverr here. Let's go graphic design. Fiverr is the best. Or learn the skill yourself because it is an invaluable skill to have. I don't really want to log in here, but there we go. You can see all these people will do the design for you for a certain price, between $5 and $50 to $100, depending on what the photo is. Come in here and find someone and get a quote from them. It's a really intuitive site to use, but basically spend either a lot of time or a lot of money on this photo, because especially the main photo, because it really will sell your product. So this is ours, and I'm quite happy with it. And if you remember, the next thing you want to do is you want to put a unique selling proposition on the second photo. So this is our second photo. Thing I'll point out again is it's a square, so it's filling up all that room. For example, this is not a square, it's a rectangle. So you have all this white space, top and bottom, that you're missing out on. For all your other images too, make sure it's a square or as close to a square as possible so it can fill that space up nicely. Again, this is not a finished product. We've got easy scratch technology with a little logo down here because our gold is really easy to scratch off and it's not going to dent the paper. Again, that's a complaint that people had and it's a feature that people want. So we've created this easy scratch technology sort of like label we've placed on our scratching material that people can read and be like, oh great, it's going to be really easy to scratch off. I'd make this a little bit bigger. I might do it sometime soon, just this label right here. But other than that, I like this photo. This one is just a photo of our compass with a little bit of the table below it. Sort of like a half a lifestyle photo, half to show you that the US is also has that states that it's scratchable, and to show you the gold cover because we haven't really shown that gold cover. And then the last two are lifestyle photos. This is a lifestyle photo I've adapted. I was going to put this photo second, but I actually think it's our weakest photo of all of them. So I do want to hide it sort of down here at number 4. I'm also going to add about 2 more photos here so that people can just get a glimpse of like every single aspect of this map. But once again, let's just keep moving to start. Let's get it launched and then we can add some more photos. It's got the dimensions here, and then it's put the map on a wall of a nice modern home, extra large poster size, so people scrolling by, they can just see, oh great, poster size makes them think big, and then they're going to look in the dimensions, extra large. Now these are actually not our dimensions. Our map came out to be these dimensions, so I do have to swap that over and update that. But it is a really large poster sized map, 34.5 inches by 21. It's quite big and nice. And then this last one, which is a bedroom, sort of like a more feminine bedroom, but sort of like a aspiring traveler's bedroom. It's minimalist, like our map is minimalist. And I probably want to actually put a minimalist photo in here, advertising that our map is super minimal. But yes, let me know your thoughts of these photos. Comment below. I quite like them. I think they're about an 8 to a 9 out of 10, and I do want to take them up to 11 out of 10 over the next 2 to 3 weeks after our launch. But I think so far our graphic designer did a great job. You can see we got these reflections down here because we saw that in our competitors, and that's where you're going to get a lot of your ideas. Who's already doing well? See what they're doing. Landmass Goods, again, leading the market. They're a great brand and they have great marketing. They had a little reflection down here which I really liked, so we borrowed that idea. Now I want to make sure this is as helpful for you as possible as I'm going through and launching this product for myself. So a lot of people do ask me about photos, but I don't think enough people ask me about photos. And my advice to you with these photos is spend the most time on your photos and your title. Those two things will sell your product. They will be the best marketing you can do. If you had photos that are good enough, photos that are amazing, say 11 out of 10, plus an amazing title, you'll sell a lot of products. Even if you had nothing else, even if you didn't have many keywords, a poor description, if you had sort of like a 3.5-star review, the photos will sell your product, and so will the title. So make sure you spend a lot of time on these photos, a lot of time finding a graphic designer. Inside our Facebook group, I saw a couple of people recommending graphic designers on Fiverr. So again, link is in the description for that. Go have a look at who everyone else is using for their graphic designers and use them. I'd spend a little bit of money here, or spend the time to learn these skills. I would really focus on that before you launch a product, so you can get people who come across. For example, this is going to be our photo. They're going to come over here and type in scratch map. And if they scroll down, we can actually let me see what this photo is called. Here we go. Okay, so here you go. This is our photo in about the same size. I can't actually make that any smaller. I think it might appear a little bit smaller, but you can see if it appeared in these listings, it would definitely stand out from the rest. You can see it's super colorful, super eye-catching. It's a nice thick black poster box along the left-hand side, which really fills that space up, which is eye-catching. And if someone's scrolling and it just sits here or it sits here, people are going to see that and they're going to click on that. They're going to be able to read the title, and then we have an optimized title, so they're going to click on our listing. We're talking about, let me bring up that 10K thing that I just closed. So we're talking about launching product, giving it reviews, giving it a sales swing. Everyone is really excited to get into the marketing side of this series, but this is probably 50% of your marketing is done in actually listing your product right here in phase 4. With these images, with the titles, with the dot points or the bullet points if you're American, these things are going to give you a huge edge in marketing when it comes down to actually starting to reach people. Because let me give you an example. If we launch our product with average images, and in another scenario we launch our product with amazing images, what happens is with the average images, we're going to reach, say, 10 people. Because we're going to be pushing our product and it reaches 10 people. And of those 10 people, no one buy because it doesn't have great images or a great listing. With the other one, with the great images, we reach 10 people because we share it on Facebook or our Instagram, which I'm going to build up and promote and show you how to do that. We share it with 10 people and say 2 people buy because it has great images and great title and people really want it. Amazon's going to see that 20% of people who I sent to the listing bought it. And they're like, okay, let's test that with some more people. So Amazon's then going to send, say, another 100 people of their own traffic, not my traffic, to that listing to see if another 20 people will buy. And if they do, Amazon's like, okay, this is a good product that has a high conversion rate. We're willing to use our real estate on our website to advertise this listing because we know it's going to make us money. Because Amazon are on the same team as you. Every time you make a sale, Amazon make money. They make a fee. So they want to put the highest converting products as high as possible and to fill their real estate. Even with their ads, the higher converting product you have, the more Amazon's going to show your ad for a cheaper price. So this is going to save you a ton of headaches and a ton of time and make you a lot of money if you can focus on these photos and focus on your title. If you need more specific pointers, check out the masterclass module on creating a listing. It is a huge module and we go and break down every single aspect of the listing, from title to dot points to photos to description, down to the word. We break it down on how to create it. So definitely spend time on your listing because it's really going to make you a lot of money in the long term. Awesome. With that said and those photos out the way, we need to finalize this listing because I really want to cross it off the list so we can then get started with the launch of the product, which is probably going to be in about 2 days. So it's day 18. I'm thinking day 20 will be the launch of our product and maybe will be our first sale on day 20. Which is a really quick turnaround from 20 days to getting sales on Amazon. So make sure you're taking action too so you can be getting sales like Sandeep from the Facebook group, like I am, Make sure you're taking action. If you haven't, go back and start the series and take action as you watch and as you watch the masterclass, because I want you to get these results, and I want to see you posting in the Facebook group your results as I'm making them. I want you to be getting those sales too. So we want to come into our listing. So this is our Amazon Seller Central. I've already given you a tour of it. You can see these are our sales down here, $0. So within the next 3 or 4 days, these will be filling out with some sales, which is going to be really exciting. I want to come into our edit product. So this is our product here. And I just want to go through the final time in listing your product so you don't have any more questions or concerns about this, and you're confident when you go to list your product. So we're in vital info. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs. We're going to go through all 8 really quickly. I'm going to tell you what every field means, because I remember when I launched my first product, I got in here, and for example, we go to the more details field. I was like, whoa, what is all this? And depending on the category, you can get a lot more questions than this amount, because I think I was in sports and outdoors, and there was just, I had to keep scrolling. There's all these questions. I was like, wow, do I have to fill out all this? And the key is that you don't. And that's what I'm going to show you here. So product name, your product name. Brand name, this is cool because I had a few people ask me, this is different to your company name. Your company name, my company name is Willow Traders up here. I don't have to sell my map under Willow Traders. This is my Amazon, this is an Australian business that I've set up with Amazon, and that's my company name that I deal with Amazon. For each product that I launch, I can choose my own brand name. So if I'm launching, say, this map first, and then I want to do just a map of the US states that are scratchable, which is the second product under the Odyssey World Maps. I actually prefer World Maps. Under the Odyssey World Maps brand, and then I want to do a travel book or a travel notebook. I don't know. We'll be introducing more and more products to make this into $1 million brand fully transparently too, which is going to be exciting. But as we launch more products, we put them under the same brand name, Odyssey World Maps, and that way they'll all be linked on Amazon, and people can browse your Odyssey World Maps store. And you can also run a second brand under that same account. So under Willow Traders, I could also run, for example, a coffee mug business, and I could call it Benji's Coffee Mugs. So I don't need to have one account per brand. I think you're only allowed one Amazon account, but you can put multiple brands under that. Manufacturer, I always put my own brand name. Part number, this doesn't matter. This is for your own reference. Identical model number. It's basically for your own reference. Color, you can put a color in here if you want. Mine's multicolor, so I'm just going to leave it. Color map, this is I guess you have to choose a specific color there, where this one you can just type in your color. Again, I'm going to leave it. Actually, I might put black, because we've got a black background. We're going to put black. Alright, so size. This might just come up in the listing, so I'm just going to type in extra large. Size, map, XL, so we can select it down here. That might show up, it might not, on the actual listing page. For example, if I go to landmass, sometimes it comes up down here, a size 17 by 24. It might come up here, it might not, so I'm just going to put in extra large down there, so people know that it is an extra large map, and I got all the dimensions in my title, so that's all cool. I don't want to click save and finish because I want to go through these other 7 tabs. Variations, again, if you have a variation, it's really easy to step through. You don't need variations, especially on your first product. I'd try and stick to whatever the most popular version of a product is. So say if you're launching headphones, and everyone wants black headphones, but 10% people want pink headphones, I wouldn't do a black and pink, I'd do just black. And then as you start to sell all those black ones and you get a customer base, then you can introduce pink and have all them buy the pink. But if you do want a variation, you can simply add a variation here. It says variations are not available. They are available. This is very advanced knowledge now, but basically email Amazon and they'll show you how to do it. The offer, so this is how much we're selling it for basically. So the SKU up here is already scratch map. We did that when we listed it. It's new. Tax code, I'm going to leave them blank. Enterprise, yeah, so we don't need a tax code for that specific product. If gift wrap's available, again, I'm going to leave that blank. Offering can gift message. This is all fulfilled by Amazon, so leaving it all blank. Okay, so the prices. My price. This price here is a very important price. This is not what it sells for. It can be what it sells for, and let's see if we can find an example. We're on Landmass. So Landmass has $31 price. So that means that price there matches this price here. Their price is $31. And the key here is that the fee, the Amazon seller fee, will be calculated as a percentage of whatever price you put here. Now, that you can also have a sale price. For example, it can be like, okay, this scratch map is normally $36.89, but for the launch, I'm going to be selling it for $24.89. So what's going to happen, and hopefully I can find an example relatively quickly. Here we go. You can see list price $35.95, price $28, save $7.41 or 21%. And you saw when I clicked on that, you can see it was also in this listing. Oh, I clicked on it again. But you can see next to that is the actual retail price. So that's going to come up here if you put it there. The cost of that, because obviously that's going to increase your conversion, having this discount here with the price crossed out. The cost of that, of course, is that you are still paying your Amazon fee as a percentage of this price. So if I was to put this up to like $136, I'd probably be paying like a $30 fee on that, even if I sold it for $24. So I'd be losing money. So you want to sort of balance if you want to have that sale price on your listing, or if you want to just use the regular price because you're going to pay the fee on the regular price. Sometimes the manufacturer's suggested retail price comes up, so I'm going to throw that in there at $59.99. So they might cross that out, then cross the 36, then have the 24. Sometimes it doesn't. Again, you can't really control a lot of this stuff happening on Amazon. And then you got to set a start date for the sale. So you said there's a sale price. How long does the sale go for? A lot of people just set it way into the future. But if you actually want to run, like say, a month sale, just set it for a month. Now, maximum order quantity, I've got in here as 2 because I will be running a few discount coupons, and I don't want too many people. I don't want anyone actually coming in and taking all the maps for a significantly discounted price. So I'm going to keep it at 2 for now. Which means they could only take a maximum of 2 of those maps for a discounted price, and offer a release date. I just leave that. Compliance. So how heavy is it? My map's about 200 grams, fully packaged. Actually, probably close to 300 grams, and it's all the package. I mean, the paper doesn't weigh anything. So if it's battery, you put the battery weight in there. I don't have batteries, so again, leave it. It's all batteries. Applicable dangerous goods, no. Mine is not dangerous. Again, batteries. UN number. Again, mine's not a dangerous product. I think if you had liquids or batteries or electricity, you probably want to come in here and double check all this stuff, but mine is all good. Not explosive, flammable, toxic, or corrosive, or irritant. So we're just going to go on from there. All I did was put in the weight on this one. Images, you can see we're allowed to have up to 8 images. Double check that. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 images, sorry, including your main ones. And again, your main ones are listed here of what you are allowed to have on the image, and mainly white background, no text is the thing, and only things that come with the product. Don't mess with that. Definitely stick to the guidelines. I know a lot of people don't, but you don't want to be the one that gets suspended and lose all your Amazon privileges over a photo. And then these ones can obviously have text on it, and they don't have to be white backgrounds. Again, I'm going to come in here and fill all these up because why not? I'm sure it's going to increase the conversion rate. It's not going to hurt it. And I'm going to come back into the images. The order of the images on the listing here will be the order that you upload them in. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So super easy. Description, we came in and we did this together. You can see we've got our key product features. So key product features, excuse me, Flux, come up here. And then the description obviously comes up down here. If you see people with nice photos and nice formatting, it's called brand registry. Once you have a trademark, you can get brand registry. That's all in the course if you need to do that. I've got a little warning down here, which is the choking hazard warning. Just because we do have those small pins. Where are we? here we go, those small pins and that small pick. I put that there just because there's no reason why I shouldn't. We got little small accessories, and that comes up here. Warning: choking hazard, not suitable for children under 3 years. If that deters people, that's totally fine because we don't want people choking. And I put contain small parts and accessories down here when they asked me to put a description. So again, nothing is strict. I'm writing it all myself. Don't think there's like some form of rules that you have to follow. Basically, like, yes, there are small parts, and I've written there are small parts and accessories. Again, I've talked about it on this series, and I talked about it in the course. If you're using poly bags or plastic bags, there's a certain size they have to be under. If they're over that size, I think it's a 7-inch opening or something, then you need to put choking hazard written on that bag. If you don't, you will get your item removed from Amazon. If you have that, just look into it. So Amazon FBA poly bag choking suffocation warning. Yeah. So just click this link here. Suffocation warning. All this here will tell you what you need if that's you. If you're using a poly bag, which is a plastic bag, definitely look into that and make sure you print that onto the bag. Your supplier will also know what that means, so talk to your supplier. Keywords, we went through these together. Subject matter, I put a little keyword in here, scratch off world map, and then all the keywords are in here. No commas. Apparently it works better. It's hard to test, but I'm going to go with it. And we did that together, so that's pretty straightforward. More details. So the weight, 600 grams. That is 300 grams. Shipping weight, 300 grams, because 300 grams is included the, I guess, okay, if they want the weight of the actual map, it's going to be really small. So we'll say 30 grams. It's just a piece of paper. We'll go 50 to be safe. And again, you can see I'm approximating. It doesn't have to be exact. Shipping weight does, because they will use that to calculate the shipping from. But this weight does not have to be. Paper size. Let's have a look. Inches. So we got. Let's see if you can type. 34.5 by 21.5. Pretty sure that's what it is. Where's that dimension? 34, 21.8. Yep. Social studies accessories, so you can edit the category here if you wanna. The launch date. Launch date is just when the listing was created, basically. Catalog number, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna skip it. Material type, I would just put paper. I can put actually laminated paper. Package quantity, so one per package. Release date, gonna mix, skip that. Number of hooks, no expiration date, no shaft style, no drawer type, no furniture finish. Dimensions I put in here, so length by height. I put width at 0 because they wouldn't let me put a decimal. So again, no big stress there. And then package dimensions, 3x3 by 2. No, by 22. Let me see. Yeah, this is my package right here. I don't know how zoomed in we are, but that's just the map. Comes roll up in that, and it's really thick. It's actually really nice packaging. I was really happy with that. Nice and smooth too. Consumer notice. No, we don't need a consumer notice. Import. So is it made in the USA or imported? Important. It is imported, so just put imported there. You don't have to put made in China or anything, because imported is also sounds a lot nicer. And then simple click save and finish, and those changes will come up on this listing in about 15 minutes. Now I'm going to cross off this where are we, this phase here, create listing. I am going to go off camera and just tidy these up. Now I will come back in and show you how I tidied them, but it's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to make them sound a little bit nicer. I'm going to put a couple more keywords in there, or different keywords in different styles. I will come back in. I'm going to fill in sort of the accessories that come with the map, because I didn't know what they were when I was writing this. Basically, I'm going to spend about 30 minutes to an hour going through and tidying this all out, cleaning it up. You can see what it looks like at the end, and I'll explain briefly to you why I did what I did. But it's going to be pretty self-explanatory once you see it in the end. So with that said, I'm pretty happy to cross off the create listing, If you have any more questions about the Create Listing, put them in the Facebook group, put them below, join the course. We go into a lot more detail in the course, the Amazon FBA Masterclass, link in the description. And that would conclude day 18. I really am excited to launch this map. I'm probably 3 times more excited than you are, but I'm sure you're excited too to see these results, to see how easy it is to get to that 10K mark. Before we go, let's quickly see what our competitors are doing post-Christmas. So it might take a while for their ranks to start dropping. But you can see they're definitely started to drop. They're well under that 100,000 now. Let's see what the opportunity score. So down to a 7. So it's still on a 7 actually. Average price has come down a little bit. Average sales are coming down, 77,000, but there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people who are doing what our goal is of over $10,000 a month. You can see that we are launching basically the worst time of the year with a very competitive niche with a lot of strong competitors. Look at all these 8s and 7s on the listing quality score. And I'm doing this because I want to show you that if I can be profitable on a small to medium budget in this niche, and you get the opportunity to choose a better niche and obviously spend more time than 20 days on it, you can be really, really profitable and definitely achieve $10,000 a month alongside me. Thanks so much for watching along, and I'll see you tomorrow.